Dropping like flies. Dropping like flies, y'all. Dropping. When I say dropping, I mean dropping.
Up on it, ride it, flown it. Oh, I know you want it. While I turn around you, watch me check up on.
Hi, my beautiful honeys. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, subscribe. And if you've been here and you ain't subscribed yet, you're just anti-black, I feel. Yeah. So y'all, today's video, if you can't tell by the title, is going to be college freshman advice. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know for your first year of college, everything you don't need to do, and everything you do need to do. Now, you don't need to take my advice, but just listen to me. Just hear me out, you know. I've been through it. Last year was my first year of college, and I did have a good time, but I did go through a few trials and tribulations, and I'm going to definitely give y'all a few tips to help y'all. You're still going to go through trials and tribulations, but this advice will help you be able to conquer them well, you know. Yeah, let's get into it, y'all. My first point is going to be apply for scholarships, y'all, before you even get here. So this is why I really hope y'all see this video before y'all get to school, because it's so vitally important that y'all apply for scholarships, because college is expensive. And I know last year I was stressed out, y'all. I was so stressed out. And also, take advantage of the opportunities that your school has. I go to the University of Houston, and our school offers a lot of resources when it comes to financial needs and stuff like that. You know, you just gotta take advantage of them, put yourself out there, apply for it and things like that. And also, if you are attending the University of Houston next semester, next year, or you're thinking about it, I am going to be putting out a video of different gyms they have that you should take advantage of before you get to campus. It's so important. I am going to make a video that's probably going to be like my next few other uploads, but leave a comment in the comment section if you plan on attending the University of Houston anytime, or it's one of your top schools. Leave me a comment in the comment section. My second piece of advice is choose your school wisely. I say this because although I love the University of Houston now, when I first got there, I felt so out of place. I felt so out of place simply because where I come from, honestly, it was a cultural shock for me, because I come from a predominantly black and Hispanic community. Yes, I know a lot of people outside of my ethnic background. I wasn't placed around them growing up. So University of Houston is a very diverse school. When I tell you the black population only makes up like 12% of the school, and that we have Hispanics, we have international students, we have Asians, we have South Asian people and things like that. So it was definitely something new for me, but at first I wanted to leave so bad. I was like, no, this is just not it. And I chose University of Houston because I didn't want to go to Texas Southern. Okay, hear me out, black people. Don't cancel me. I wanted to go, but all of my high school literally goes there. So I was like, nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna just go across the street and stuff like that, you know. And the campus is way much better than TSU's campus, and the lifestyle that we have is a little better than theirs. You know, they just party. We have scenery. We have beautiful it's just so amazing on campus, and our campus is so beautiful. That's another reason why I chose the school. Well, that's probably the only reason why I chose the school, because it's beautiful, and I saw the dorm living and stuff like that, and I said it wouldn't be too bad, so I was like, I would attend here. But I definitely advise you do your research and things like that. I did my research on other schools. I didn't end up attending those schools. I did not do my research on the University of Houston, and I went to that school. So yeah, kind of backwards, but yeah, anyways, just choose your schools wisely, okay? So my third piece of advice is, this is another financial advice, because finances is so much more important than anything else, because if you can't pay your tuition bill, you can't get your credits, you can't get your diploma, whatever, child. I mean, did I say diploma? You can't get your degree, my bad. You can't get your degree and stuff like that because you have a financial delinquency hold. And also, financial delinquency holds stop you from registering for your classes for next semester, so it's vitally important. If you feel as if you did not receive enough money from FAFSA, like if you go to your friends and talk to them, you asking, because it's a topic that comes up in school, right? Whether y'all believe it or not, people talk about how much financial aid they were granted. If you feel like you aren't receiving enough money and you won't be able to pay for the remaining balance, it is possible to negotiate with financial aid. When I tell y'all, y'all gotta go in there, give them the biggest sob story you can give them. Honestly, if you gotta exaggerate your situation, because although the financial aid people act like they can't do anything, they literally can give you more money with a click of a button, you know? So talk to them, tell them your situation, and hopefully you can get more money. And in general, you can negotiate, but at the University of Houston, it might be a little easier because they are a little nicer. I know I've been to other colleges and establishments and the staff hasn't been that nice at financial aid. So, you know, just try your best. Just try your best to negotiate your package. You can get an extra $4,000, $5,000, probably $10,000 if you try hard enough, you know? Now, on to my fourth piece of advice. Let's talk about how you can make friends in school. So, this is honestly the pot calling the kettle black right now, but don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to approach people and stuff like that, because honestly, it's your freshman year, and it's your freshman year, and it's a college campus. Everybody wants to make friends. Everybody wants to, you know, find these long-term friends that everybody talks about having when they get out of school, how they've been friends with this person since college, now they're 60 years old and still besties and stuff like that. People want that, but you know, you're not gonna make any friends if you don't put yourself out there. And at the beginning of, well, let's say first semester, I wasn't out there. I kind of did put myself out there, but I only put myself out there as a hairstylist. I didn't put myself out there as KK. I didn't put myself out there as K, you know? So people were just like booking appointments and stuff like that. They'll sit in my chair, get their hair done, they'll leave. I'll probably see them around school. Hey, bye, how are you? Like, yeah, I'm that kind of person. Like, I see somebody I know, hi, how are you? How's it going? How's it been? You know, but you know, that's still not a connection. That's just people you see, you walk past and stuff like that. It's just an acquaintance. So to make friends, I really do feel like you need to put yourself out there. And I have another piece of advice number 5. Join organizations. That's the quickest way you're gonna find friends. That's the quickest way you're gonna find friends and be stuck with them, you know, because y'all don't have the same organization and stuff like that. Y'all going to the same meetings, y'all going to the same events, so that you're liable to make a good friend out of that person. Now, my 6th piece of advice. Let's talk about, we still talking about friendships, but let's talk about friendships for real, y'all. Let's talk about friendships for real. All of the people that you meet in the first week, first month, first semester are not going to be your friends. They're not going to be your friends. You're not going to be as close with them as you think you're going to be close with them. You're literally going to have a handful of friends and everybody else are acquaintances, you know, like, but it's no bad blood, but you're going to have a handful of close friends. Now, if you're that person, you got a whole bunch of friends, girl, kudos to you. Kudos to you. I just can't have a big circle. All the people that you meet in the first week, you're probably not gonna become close with. You might become close with them. Those might be the people you stick with and stuff like that, and that'll be an even better bond. But you know, you're gonna meet people along the way, and also people show their true colors. And if you're not messing with it, just get the hell out of Dodge. You know, it is what it is. Don't cry over spilled milk, you know? There are so many other people on campus that you could become friends with and things like that and do things with. So, you know, I really want y'all to sit and think on that, because you're going to lose friends. You're gonna gain friends and you're gonna lose friends. And you're gonna probably lose them as quick as you gain them, you know? So don't be too stressed about losing friends and people being weird towards you or having weird energy towards you. Honey, school is too hard to be out here worried about the next person. Okay, it's too hard to be worried about the next person and what they don't like about you and what they this, that, and the third. It's too much. Just, they don't like you, it's cool, y'all see each other, y'all don't even have to speak, y'all can speak, y'all can do a little, I mean, it is what it is. It's going about your day. We all grown, let's be grown folk, you know? Now on to my 7th piece of advice. I think my eyes just gave out on me, y'all. Let's talk about class, y'all. Let's talk about class. And once again, this is the pot calling the kettle black, okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, go to class. Go to class. It's no reason why y'all shouldn't be going to class. I get if you miss a few classes, you know, but missing every class, I'm just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna work out for you. It might work out for you, but honestly, those classes where you have to take proctored tests and stuff like that, and I'll get a little bit into that towards the end of the video. But when you have to take proctored exams and you have to take in-person tests and stuff like that, it's just really going to be stressful for you because you don't know any of the material. Like, what you learn in class is definitely going to be important, and on top of that, you're paying so much money for this class. Why not attend the class, you know? So once again, my first year of college, I did not go to class. I went to class when I felt like it. I only went to my mandatory classes. Most of my classes were online, but I only went to my mandatory classes, and that was probably 2 classes, 1 class first semester and 1 class second semester that were really mandatory. So if you have a class that says it's not mandatory, don't get too comfortable. I'm not saying show up all the time, because you can still get a good grade without showing up. Is the A going to be easy to accomplish? No, because you're not gaining all of the material. You're not gaining all of the material at all. For my academic brainiacs, go to class, bro. Don't get too comfortable when the professors tell you that class is not mandatory, because 9 times out of 10, the stuff that they say in class is going to be important. It's going to be on the material, and they just want to weed out the people who are the weakest, and they're going to do that. But the non-mandatory classes definitely weeds out the people that are the weakest. So I do advise y'all to go to class. Like I said, you don't have to go all the time, but don't get too comfortable with not going to class at all. It's just going to set you back, and honestly, you're paying so much money. Like I said again, you're paying so much money, y'all. Let's be reasonable here. Piece of advice number 8. Let me tell y'all this. Don't follow the crowd, y'all. College, it's so much going on, simply because, let's start here. A lot of people have strict parents. A lot of people don't have strict parents. So let's talk about the people with strict parents. The people with strict parents, they have probably did a little sneaking around, they probably did a little 1-2, but they have never had the opportunity to have full control over everything that they do at every single given moment of the day. Yes, you might have control over what you do for these 2 or 3 hours, but college, you are completely responsible from what happens from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. There is nobody there telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. So people with strict parents tend to go willy-nilly. Oh, I need to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now they're drunk. Now they're a pothead. Now they're a crack fiend. You know? So don't follow the crowd. It's gonna be a lot going on around you, but don't follow the crowd. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your vision tunnel, okay? Keep your vision tunnel. And I'm not saying that it's not okay to go do this, that, and the third, but you know, pace yourself. Pace yourself. You're in this thing for 4 years. Pace yourself. It's okay, you're gonna experience different things, so just pace yourself. That's all I really want to say. On to the next piece of advice number 9. Let's talk about the dropout and fallout method. Let's talk about it. So once again, everybody that you meet, you're not going to be friends with. You're not going to be friends with. Everybody that you meet is not going to stay around long. Let me tell y'all how the first semester I met so many people. I met so many people first semester and second semester, but the people that I met and like grew relationships with started dropping like flies. Dropping like flies, y'all. Dropping. When I say dropping, I mean dropping. I fell out with one person first semester and we were really tight, but yeah, you're gonna fall out with people and people are going to drop out. That's why I call it the dropout fallout method. You're the people that you see every day. Just enjoy your time, because the people that you see every day, you might not see them ever again. That's all I gotta say. You might not ever see them again. So, you know, you wanna leave a positive impact on people and stuff like that. Oh, I remember her, she was so sweet. I went to college with her. Even though I dropped out, but I went to college with her and she was just the sweetest. That's what I try to do. I try to be nice to everybody that I see on campus, because y'all, I'm not a nice person. I am nice, like I have a good heart, but no, I'm not nice. It is what it is. Don't let the people around you, so like I said, this is honestly, all my advice kind of ties into each other, but going back to my previous piece of advice, don't follow the crowd, because people, the dropout and fallout method is so strong, y'all. It's so strong. So just hold it in tight. Hold in tight and get through it. Don't follow the crowd. Don't try to be like the people you meet. Just because they're leaving does not mean that you have to leave. You have a whole different path. You have a whole different calling that God has called over you. So don't follow other people. Don't follow other people because their story might not meet your story, you know? And if you go along with their story, now it's just a nah. Follow your own path. Do what your heart tells you to do. Don't let other people get up here, okay? Advice number 10. Let's talk about y'all studying habits. Let's really talk about it. You didn't study in high school, did you? You just learned the material, took the test, went on to a whole different topic the next week. Let me tell y'all something. College is not that. College is not that. You're going to have to study. You have to study. It's so vitally important that you do study. University of Houston it's not like, you know, a prestigious school, but I do believe that it's a rigorous school. The people that are here are not dumb. It was a lot of people that I went to school with in high school that didn't get accepted and had 3.8, 3.7s. I had a 4.3. So I could have got into any school I pleased. Okay, y'all, my SD card ran out of storage and I had to change it out, but I'm back. I know I was talking about studying. It's so important. Please make sure you take our time to do it. And studying 1-2 hours a week ain't gonna cut it. You have 5 credit hours. No way studying 1 hour, 2 hours a week is gonna benefit you in any way. It's not. So I didn't write this down, but I want my next piece of advice to be watch the company you keep. And I say this because first semester I did do poorly academically. I'm gonna be fairly transparent about that. I graduated high school with a 4.3 and ended my first semester with a 2.3. Yeah, it's embarrassing. This goes to show that you need to watch the company that you keep, because yes, I am a marijuana user and I do frequently smoke. The friends that I had first semester, they would just worry about smoking. Let's go smoke, let's go smoke, let's go smoke, let's go smoke, let's go smoke. It was never let's go study. I still studied, you know, but I didn't do as much studying as I needed to do. But second semester, I did everything that I needed to do and was on top of everything, and I got my grade point average up by so much, y'all. I'm at 3 point something now, you know? And honestly, that is major work to do in one semester. Some people don't do anything after college. So, well, let's not say they don't do anything. Of course, people go on to get jobs and stuff like that, but they don't utilize their degree for another academic program, you know? So like medical school, law school. I plan on going to law school, so I have to get my GPA up. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I have to get my GPA because I have to go to law school. Like, that's my future career. It's something that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, for them A's, y'all. Strive. And I know it's gonna be tough, I know it's gonna be hard, but it's all gonna be worth it at the end. So I digress. Next piece of advice. Try to build mindful habits, okay? Try to build mindful habits. This means, you know, getting enough sleep for the next day, not running off of 3 hours of sleep, because man, college is so hectic, y'all. Y'all have to take care of yourselves. Try to keep mindful habits in your head, like making up your bed in the morning, drinking enough water throughout the day, not overeating. Now, it might not seem like you're overeating because you're not full. Like, you're not, ooh, I can't eat no more. Oh, I can't eat no more. You're not like that. It's just like you're eating too much throughout the day. And this is where the freshman 15 comes in. Do not go to the cafe 5 times a day. Don't do it. But let's just be really mindful about what you eat and what you're putting inside your bodies. You might, and honestly, you don't have to take my advice, but it's just me personally, I'm very mindful of what I eat. Now, another piece of mindful habit is like limiting how much you're on social media. Honestly, can be a life changer. And honestly, being off social media in general can be a life changer. People don't realize how much social media controls their thoughts, how they look at themselves, how they look at the world. Social media can put things into perspective for other people, when honestly, you need to put everything into perspective for yourself. You know, what the world thinks is not what you think. Journaling and keeping like a really organized planner. A planner honestly is going to be very helpful during your college experience, because you're going to forget when the work is due, okay? You're gonna forget. No matter how much you be like, oh, it's on this day? Okay, girl, okay. Now, the test is tomorrow and you done forgot and you ain't studied a lick. And now you trying to cram everything in, and cramming can be helpful sometimes, but honestly, it's not gonna get you an A. Cramming is not gonna get you an A. You have to study. Once again, that's all my pieces of advice just kind of connect, you know? Let's talk about relationships. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about relationships, like that kind of relationship. Let's talk about that. Freshman year, babe, nobody's looking for a relationship, okay? So don't go in looking for a relationship. Don't go in looking for your dream man. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. These boys can be a little smooth, okay? They can be a little smooth and slide their ways into them drawers, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, for the boys that's watching too, them girls can be smooth and just slide their way into your pants, you know? And now y'all don't even talk no more. When y'all see each other, it's just weird, you know? When you wait it out, you really weed out and see who's there for what. You know if he's just trying to goose, you know? But some people don't know. Some people ain't on game. So that's why I'm saying, you know, wait it out. I'm not saying this to like try to be your mother. I'm not saying you wait it out, you gonna get that relationship. I'm not saying that. I'm saying wait it out because things go so wrong. Like, it was so much drama, y'all. First semester, I wasn't a part of it. I just heard all about it. Man, it was so much drama. I feel like, and the drama was over dick. The drama was over dick and pussy, y'all. So it's just like, you gotta. So, you know, just be really careful. And for the girls that just wanna have fun, girl, have fun. But be safe, please. Please, triple, thousand, quadruple, please be safe. Use protection. It is vitally important that you use protection because college students are nasty. College students are nasty. That nigga just fucked you, but he probably just fucked another girl this morning. Like, protect yourself. Protect yourself because there's so many things running around in the world and you just don't know. Piece of advice number 15 or 16, y'all don't know. Let's talk about the parties. And maybe I should have thrown this in there like in the beginning and stuff like that, but let's talk about the parties. They are going to have parties 3-4 times a week. Yes, they're going to have parties 3 or 4 times a week. They'll probably have it every day of the week, but don't go. Don't go to every party. Every party is not worth attending. Me personally, I don't go to parties at all. I'll probably go if my friends want to go, and I've only been to maybe like 5-6 college parties my whole freshman experience. 5 or 6. I didn't go to many parties because I didn't feel like they were for me. Like, I could literally just have fun by myself. But I do want to say, because I had friends who went to parties every day of the week. Well, almost. I had friends that went to parties almost every day of the week and ended up basically failing out. You know, failed almost every class. Only passed one class, and that was with a C. So, you know, it's not worth it because at the end, you are paying for these courses. You're not getting a refund for not getting the credit. You're not getting a refund for dropping the class, especially if you dropped it after its drop date. Live in moderation. Like, it's okay to go to parties, but like, go to a party maybe once or twice a week, skip the next week, lock in, study, do this and do that, because when midterms come, when midterms and finals and stuff like that come, you're gonna be so stressed and you're gonna try to cram yourself, and it's just not gonna work out for you, and you're gonna end up with a bad grade. And like I said, you're paying so much money. Too much money, y'all. You're paying too much money to just be failing out, you know? Unless you just wanna drop out, you know, go pay the government their money back. Talk about alcohol. So, when it comes to alcohol at parties, let's just be very mindful of who you are getting your drinks from, and who you are getting your drink from is getting their drink from, you know? Just be very mindful because there are a lot of things that happen. A lot of people do a lot of wild things. A lot of people do meth, cocaine, fentanyl. So just be careful, because some people like to mix their drugs with their liquor, and they might mix up your cup for theirs and stuff like that. If your cup is down, leave it down. Leave it down. Don't pick it back up. Don't even think about it. Pour it out and throw it in the damn yard. Throw it in the yard. And if the grass die, you know why it's dying, because that cup was meant for you. It had your name on it. Yo, your name was written on a tombstone, babe.
I know you